Not Hailey Bieber getting called out again for treating friendships like fast fashion, wear once, then toss. This time, it's Jordyn Woods stepping into the chat. And boy, she did not come to play.
I can't say this, you did this, or you did, because I allowed myself to be in that position.
From subtle shade to full-on smoke, Jordyn is making it crystal clear. She's tired of being used as a social ladder. So what really went down between these two? Let's get into all the messy receipts of how these two went from BFF goals to radio silence. From BFF goals to radio silence. No cap, Jordyn Woods and Hailey Bieber were once giving us total BFF goals. Their friendship was all over the gram, serving looks, vacay content, and those classic bestie photo dumps that had us all in our feelings. But as any good internet detective knows, things in Celebville aren't always what they seem, and this friendship might have been more of a strategic alliance than a genuine connection. Major yikes. To understand how we got here, we need to rewind to the early days of their friendship. Jordyn Woods, best known initially as Kylie Jenner's Ride or Die, was deeply embedded in the Kardashian-Jenner universe. According to research documents, Jordyn and Kylie were so close that they even lived together until the infamous fallout in February 2019 involving Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian's ex-boyfriend. And that's on period. During this era, Jordyn was part of the same social circle as Hailey, with connections to the Jenner sisters being their common ground. Hailey herself is close friends with Kendall Jenner, Kylie's sister. This created a natural overlap in their social worlds, placing them in the same exclusive circle of young Hollywood elites. We love to see a good Nepo baby alliance. Their friendship seemed to be going strong, with public appearances together and mutual social media support. One of the most significant public displays of their connection occurred in October 2023, when Jordyn attended Hailey's Rhode Lip Tint launch party in Paris during Paris Fashion Week. The event made headlines, with Jordyn publicly supporting Hailey's beauty brand, even captioning an Instagram post, "It's a at Rhode kinda night." Like, so cute, right? This Paris appearance was particularly noteworthy because it also featured Kendall Jenner, highlighting their shared social connections. But what makes this friendship especially interesting isn't just who they hung out with, but the complex web of past drama that surrounded them. And when I say drama, I mean drama. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Kardashian connection. Jordyn's dramatic exit from the Kardashian-Jenner inner circle after the Tristan Thompson scandal created ripples throughout their entire social network. For Hailey, who maintained close ties with Kendall, this put her in a potentially awkward position. Yet despite this backdrop, Hailey and Jordyn appeared to maintain a friendly relationship, suggesting they had moved beyond any associated drama. We love to see growth, but here's where things get spicy. According to social media analyses and fan theories, Hailey has a history of strategic friendship choices that align with her personal goals. Many fans believe that Hailey's social climbing tendencies date back to her teenage years, when she allegedly used various connections to get closer to Justin Bieber. The plot thickens. If we look at Hailey's trajectory, it's hard not to notice the pattern. She met Justin Bieber when she was just 13 years old, during his appearance on The Today Show in 2009, thanks to her father Stephen Baldwin, who took her backstage. From that point on, fans claim she orchestrated countless coincidental run-ins with Justin, slowly but surely positioning herself in his orbit. That's some serious manifestation energy, not gonna lie. This leads us to question, was Jordyn just another strategic connection for Hailey? Was their friendship genuine? Or was Jordyn being used for her social capital and proximity to influential circles? The timing of their public friendship, occurring after Jordyn's fallout with the Kardashians, but while she still maintained cultural relevance and a massive following, raises eyebrows. Sus behavior alert. It's also worth noting that during this period, Hailey was facing intense scrutiny over her relationship with Justin Bieber, particularly regarding the timeline of their romance in relation to his previous relationship with Selena Gomez. Having supportive friends in her corner, especially someone like Jordyn, who had also faced public scrutiny, could have been valuable for Hailey's public image. We see you, Hailey. The Paris event where Jordyn supported Hailey's Rhode launch came at a particularly opportune time for Hailey. The beauty industry is notoriously competitive, and having celebrities support your brand launch can significantly boost your credibility and reach. Jordyn's attendance and public support served both as a friendship gesture and a marketing boost for Rhode. We stan a strategic queen, but this is where things start to get sus AF. Following the Rhode launch party, observant fans began to notice a shift in the dynamic between Jordyn and Hailey. Their public interactions became increasingly rare, with fewer social media engagements and joint appearances. For two celebrities who had previously been happy to showcase their friendship, this sudden radio silence spoke volumes. The girlies were catching on. Adding to the intrigue, Jordyn began making moves that some interpreted as subtle shade toward Hailey. In March 2023, Jordyn posted about using Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty lip liner, which fans quickly connected to the ongoing tension between Selena and Hailey. In the complex world of celebrity feuds, such a small gesture can be loaded with meaning, and that's on period. One ex, formerly Twitter user, noted, "Jordyn Woods loves her Rare Beauty lip liner, Team Selena Eichter," while another commented, "Not her posting a Rare Beauty lip liner LOL, I love that. These seemingly minor actions were interpreted by fans as Jordyn taking a stance in the Hailey-Selena drama, potentially signaling a shift in her allegiances. The internet never misses a thing. What's particularly sus about this situation is how it parallels other friendship dynamics in Hailey's life. Many fans have observed that Hailey seems to have a pattern of befriending people who serve a purpose in her social strategy, only to distance herself when that purpose has been fulfilled. If Jordyn was indeed used for her social capital or to help bolster Hailey's image during a challenging period, it wouldn't be the first time Hailey has been accused of such behavior, big if true. The Selena factor and friendship receipts. Let's be real, you can't talk about Hailey Bieber without mentioning Selena Gomez. The Selena-Justin-Hailey triangle has been the stuff of stan wars for years, creating some of the most toxic fandoms on the internet. And unfortunately for Hailey, it seems like her past friendship with Jordyn has become collateral damage in this never-ending saga. No cap, to understand how Selena factors into the Jordyn-Hailey friendship, we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room, Justin Bieber's feelings for Selena. In multiple interviews, Justin has been painfully honest about how significant Selena was in his life, even after their breakup.
I would say, best part of the teenage years. What was it?
Owning a Ferrari.
No, not that.
Going deeper than that.
Sickest part when I was probably my relationship with my ex-girlfriend.
That's deep.
That's deep.
That was on the list of things we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about it, but I'm just going to say that and we'll leave it there.
In another interview, Justin straight up admitted that Selena was his first real love, which, let's be honest, can't be easy for Hailey to hear. Oof size, large.
She was your first real love,
First
right?
real love, yeah.
Talked about living together.
Moved in with her at a young age. It was tough, man.
How hard was it to get over that?
It was really tough. I don't know if I'm still over it yet. I think that I'm definitely like in another place, and I think we've definitely went our separate ways.
Ouch. Imagine being Hailey and having to watch your husband publicly reminisce about his ex. No wonder she might feel threatened by anyone showing support for Selena, not the vibe check we wanted. This context helps explain why Jordyn's apparent support for Selena in March 2023 could have been the beginning of the end for her friendship with Hailey. When Jordyn posted about using Selena's rare beauty products amid the height of the Hailey-Selena drama, it was interpreted by many as taking a side. And we all know in Hollywood, picking sides is a whole thing. The timing of Jordyn's rare beauty post was particularly sus because it coincided with a major online controversy involving Hailey and Kylie Jenner. In February 2023, both were accused of mocking Selena's eyebrows on social media, leading to massive backlash and allegations of bullying. By showcasing Selena's beauty brand during this heated moment, Jordyn appeared to be subtly shading Hailey and Kylie, the shade of it all. What makes this even spicier is that Jordyn had her own history with the Jenner clan after the Tristan Thompson scandal. Some fans speculated that her support for Selena might have been partially motivated by lingering resentment toward Kylie and her circle, which would include Hailey by association. The plot thickens, besties. A Reddit user in the r/FOMOI community commented on the situation, saying, "I wonder how much of their beef lies in their fans reading into things that are not there. I'm sure there were issues due to their relationship with Bieber, but I feel like fans have made it worse than it really is." However, another user added, "I 100% believe that Hailey and Kylie are mean girls, but in this situation, Selena is showing a real ugly side, highlighting the divided opinions on the matter. The internet is truly divided. The drama extended to X, formerly Twitter, where users were quick to interpret Jordyn's actions as deliberately taking Selena's side. Posts with captions like "Jordyn Woods loves her rare beauty lip liner," "Team Selena Ike TR," and "Not her posting a rare beauty lip liner, LOL, I love that," went viral, fueling the narrative that Jordyn was throwing shade at Hailey. Stan Twitter was eating this UP, but it wasn't just Jordyn showing support for Selena. Another former friend of Kylie's, Pia Mia, also used rare beauty products in a makeup video with Selena's Calm Down remix playing in the background, which fans interpreted as additional shade toward Hailey and Kylie. This suggested a potential pattern of former Jenner Circle members aligning with Selena in the ongoing drama. The plot twists keep coming. Following these incidents, the already cooling friendship between Jordyn and Hailey appeared to hit rock bottom. Their public interactions became essentially non-existent, and any semblance of social media support vanished. For celebrities whose friendships often play out in the public eye, this silence was deafening. The girlies noticed. What's particularly interesting about this situation is how it contrasts with the apparent reconciliation between Jordyn and Hailey at the road launch party in October 2023. Despite the previous tension, Jordyn showed up to support Hailey's brand, suggesting either that they had moved past any drama or that professional courtesies were taking precedence over personal feelings. However, some reports mentioned backlash for Jordyn posting with Hailey due to Hailey's friendship with Kendall Jenner, with comments calling out the perceived conflict. It's giving mixed signals, but the plot thickens when we look at Jordyn's broader pattern of behavior. Despite attending Hailey's launch event, Jordyn has continued to show subtle support for Selena in various ways. This duality, publicly supporting Hailey's business venture while seemingly aligning with Selena in the ongoing drama, paints a picture of a complex relationship that defies simple characterization. We stan a complex queen. It's also worth noting that Jordyn has been through her own public scandals and knows firsthand how quickly friendships can change when PR and image management come into play. Her experience with the Kardashian-Jenner family likely gave her insights into how these high-profile friendships operate, perhaps making her more aware of any inauthentic aspects of her relationship with Hailey. The girl's been through it. The receipts don't stop there. Fans have also pointed out that while Hailey was quick to distance herself from Jordyn when it suited her image, she's been known to maintain friendships with other controversial figures when it benefits her. This selective application of moral boundaries has led many to question the authenticity of her friendships, including the one with Jordyn. It's giving pick-me energy. Moreover, there's the case of Hailey's apparent pattern of emulating others, particularly Selena. Numerous side-by-side comparisons on social media have shown Hailey seemingly copying Selena's style, business ventures, and even specific photo poses. If Hailey has a tendency to build her identity by borrowing from others, it raises questions about how genuine her other relationships might be. Imitation may be the sincerest form of flattery, but this is getting weird. Let's also address the timeline of Justin and Hailey's relationship, which has been a source of controversy and speculation. While Hailey has insisted that there was no overlap between her relationship with Justin and his relationship with Selena, the rapid timeline of events has left many fans skeptical.
People were confused on the timeline you're talking about of like, is she a homewrecker? So I guess my question is, Hailey, were you ever with Justin romantically at the same time as her?
No, not one time. When him and I started hanging out, like, okay, let's just put it this way. When him and I ever started like hooking up or like anything of that sort, he was not ever in a relationship, ever, at any point. I would never, it's not my character to mess with someone's relationship.
This defensive posture suggests an awareness of the public perception surrounding her relationship with Justin, which could potentially influence how she approaches friendships with people who might have connections to or sympathies for Selena. The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Additionally, it's important to consider how Justin's lingering feelings for Selena might affect Hailey's sense of security in their relationship. In a revealing short clip, Justin discusses how Hailey hurt him in the past, which led to a period of not speaking.
I did something that really hurt him. I did something very immature and stupid. It damaged the idea of me for you.
Yeah, I think so too.
She went out and did things that hurt me, and so it was just this hurt. She hurt me. And then before tour, we just really stopped talking. I was really upset.
This admission of past hurt and insecurity could potentially fuel a protective instinct in Hailey, making her wary of friends who might not be 100% loyal to her, especially regarding the sensitive topic of Selena. Major red flag energy. As we prepare to transition to the final part of our exploration, it's worth reflecting on what these receipts tell us about the friendship between Jordyn and Hailey. The evidence suggests a relationship that was perhaps more strategic than genuine, influenced by the complex social dynamics of celebrity culture and the ongoing Selena-Hailey drama. And that's the tea, bestie. The dragging and the bigger picture. At this point, you might be wondering, has Jordyn actually dragged Hailey for using and dumping her? The answer is both yes and no, and it's all in the subtle art of the celebrity subtweet. We love to see it. Unlike the messy public callouts we've seen from stars like Taylor Swift or Kanye West, Jordyn's approach to addressing the situation with Hailey has been much more calculated and low-key. Rather than direct confrontation, Jordyn has engaged in what the internet calls shade, those subtle actions that speak volumes without saying anything explicit. It's giving queen behavior. One of the most significant examples of this subtle dragging came through Jordyn's strategic support of Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty. By posting about using Selena's products during the height of the Hailey-Selena drama, Jordyn sent a clear message without having to spell it out. In the celebrity world, this kind of gesture is the equivalent of choosing sides in a high school cafeteria. Everyone notices, and everyone knows what it means. No cap. According to a BuzzFeed news article, many fans interpreted Jordyn's post as showing support for Selena and throwing shade at Hailey and Kylie. This interpretation gained traction because of the timing. It came shortly after Hailey and Kylie were accused of mocking Selena's eyebrows on social media, a controversy that had blown up across platforms. The internet never misses. What makes Jordyn's subtle dragging particularly effective is her own experience with public scandal. After the Tristan Thompson incident that led to her falling out with the Kardashian-Jenner family, Jordyn learned firsthand how quickly so-called friends can distance themselves when it's convenient. This experience likely gave her unique insight into the authenticity, or lack thereof, in Hollywood friendships. The character development is immaculate. Moreover, Jordyn's approach to the situation reflects a maturity and strategic thinking that contrasts with Hailey's allegedly more reactive behavior. Rather than engaging in direct conflict, Jordyn has maintained a dignified silence on specific issues while letting her actions speak for themselves. This approach allows her to make her point without coming across as bitter or vengeful. A masterclass in celebrity PR. We have no choice but to stan. It's worth noting that Jordyn's attendance at Hailey's road launch party in October 2023, despite the apparent tension, adds another layer to this dynamic. While some might interpret this as a sign of reconciliation, others see it as Jordyn taking the high road professionally, while still making her feelings known through other channels. In the world of celebrity business, showing up for a former friend's launch can be both a courtesy and a power move. I'm doing fine without your friendship, and I'm secure enough to support your venture. It's giving unbothered energy. This sophisticated approach to addressing the situation aligns with what appears to be Jordyn's broader strategy post-Kardashian drama, focusing on her own growth and success rather than getting caught up in petty conflicts. Since her fallout with Kylie, Jordyn has successfully rebuilt her brand and reputation, expanding her modeling career, launching business ventures, and maintaining a strong social media presence. This success is perhaps the ultimate form of dragging, living well as the best revenge. Contrasting Jordyn's approach with Hailey's behavior provides interesting insights into their different strategies for navigating celebrity drama. While Jordyn has generally avoided direct confrontation, Hailey has been more reactive, particularly regarding the Selena situation. From the controversial TikTok video where she appeared to shade Selena to her defensive Call Her Daddy podcast interview, Hailey seems more affected by the public perception of her relationships. It's giving insecure. Speaking of that podcast interview, Hailey went out of her way to address allegations about the timeline of her relationship with Justin, insisting there was no overlap with his relationship with Selena.
I would just never do that. I was raised better than that. I'm not interested in doing that, and I never was. Like, I can say, period, point blank, I was never with him when he was in a relationship with him.
This defensiveness suggests an awareness of the public skepticism surrounding her relationship with Justin, which could potentially influence how she approaches friendships with people connected to Selena. She doth protest too much. But the deeper issue here goes beyond just Jordyn and Hailey. It's about the nature of celebrity friendships in general. In Hollywood, relationships often function as social currency, with connections being formed and discarded based on their strategic value. The Jordyn-Hailey situation provides a fascinating case study of this phenomenon. It's giving The Social Network, but make it beauty influencer edition. Looking at the bigger picture, Hailey's pattern of friendships suggests a strategic approach to social connections. From her early pursuit of Justin to her carefully curated circle of influential friends, there appears to be a calculated element to her relationship building. This doesn't necessarily mean that all of her friendships are inauthentic, but it does raise questions about her motivations and the durability of these connections when they no longer serve a purpose. The math ain't mathing. What makes the Jordyn situation particularly noteworthy is how it intersects with Hailey's apparent insecurities about Selena. Justin's candid admissions about his feelings for Selena can't be easy for Hailey to hear, and this might fuel a protective instinct that affects her other relationships.
Does it rhyme with Melina?
Here's the thing.
Does it rhyme with Melina?
I just never know what women are thinking. Because it's just like they say one thing and they mean another thing, and they're like, do this.
If Hailey perceives Jordyn's support for Selena as a betrayal, it could explain the cooling of their friendship. In a world where loyalty is currency, choosing sides in a celebrity feud can have real consequences for one's social standing. We love to see the chess moves. From Jordyn's perspective, the situation might look quite different. Having experienced the fickle nature of fame and friendship firsthand, she may have a more clear-eyed view of the transactional aspects of these relationships. Her subtle dragging of Hailey could be seen not as petty retaliation, but as a statement about authenticity and the consequences of using people for social advancement. Queen behavior only. The fan reactions to this situation reflect the broader public perception of both women. On Reddit, users have discussed Hailey's mean girl tendencies and questioned the authenticity of her relationships, with one commenter describing her as a narcissist who can't handle seeing others move on. Meanwhile, Jordyn has generally received more sympathetic treatment, with many viewing her as someone who has matured and grown through her experiences. The internet has chosen its winner. These perceptions matter in the court of public opinion, where reputations can significantly impact career opportunities and brand partnerships. For influencers and celebrities whose livelihoods depend partly on public goodwill, the narratives surrounding their personal relationships can have real professional consequences. We love to see accountability. What's particularly interesting about this situation is the absence of any explicit public confrontation. Unlike many celebrity feuds that play out in interviews, social media posts, or songs, the Jordyn-Hailey situation has remained largely in the realm of subtle shade and strategic silence. This approach reflects a more sophisticated understanding of how modern celebrity works. Sometimes what you don't say speaks louder than what you do. The silence is deafening. For Jordyn, maintaining this dignified approach while still signaling her position has likely served her well. It allows her to make her point without seeming obsessed with drama or bitterness, presenting herself instead as someone who has moved on but hasn't forgotten. This balanced approach resonates with audiences who appreciate authenticity and growth, enhancing rather than damaging her personal brand. We stan growth. In contrast, Hailey's more reactive approach to criticism and her apparent need to defend her relationship with Justin can come across as insecure, potentially reinforcing the narrative that she's still fighting for legitimacy in a relationship perpetually overshadowed by his past with Selena. Big yikes energy. As we wrap up this exploration, it's worth considering what the situation reveals about the evolution of celebrity culture in the social media age. The carefully constructed narratives, strategic friendships, and subtle signaling that characterize the Jordyn-Hailey dynamic reflect the sophisticated way that public figures now manage their image and relationships. It's giving chess, not checkers. Gone are the days of simple tabloid feuds. Today's celebrity conflicts play out across multiple platforms, with layers of meaning that reward the attentive fan while maintaining plausible deniability. It's a chess game played in full public view, with each move calculated for maximum impact while minimizing obvious drama. We love to see the strategy. Jordyn's approach to addressing the situation with Hailey exemplifies this new paradigm. Rather than direct accusations or public callouts, she has opted for strategic support of Selena, careful positioning of herself in relation to the drama, and a focus on her own success and growth. This sophisticated form of dragging achieves its purpose without descending into messy conflict. That's how you clear a girl. In conclusion, while Jordyn hasn't explicitly dragged Hailey in the traditional sense, her actions speak volumes about her perspective on their friendship. Through subtle support of Selena, strategic silence, and a focus on her own success, Jordyn has effectively communicated her stance without saying a word directly about Hailey. It's a masterclass in modern celebrity communication, where what's left unsaid is often more powerful than explicit statements. And that's on period. The Jordyn-Hailey situation serves as a fascinating case study of how celebrity friendships function in today's interconnected, always-watching world. It reminds us that in Hollywood, relationships are often more complex than they appear on Instagram, influenced by strategic calculations, personal insecurities, and the ever-present awareness of public perception. No cap. As observers, we can only speculate about the true nature of their friendship and its dissolution, but the patterns and behaviors we've examined suggest a relationship that was at least partially strategic, especially on Hailey's part, and a response from Jordyn that balances dignity with subtle but effective dragging. The vibes don't lie. Do you think Jordyn was justified in her subtle shade toward Hailey? Or do you see their friendship evolution as a natural part of growing up and growing apart in the public eye? Drop your hot takes in the comments below. And remember, in the words of the iconic reality TV queen, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. And apparently so do celebrity friendship analysts like us. So click on any of the cards showing on your screen, and I'll see you in the next video.